Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. This is your host Sridhar Chityala, and today we are going to be having Sridhar Chityala ji, and this is Daily Global Insights episode number 333. Sridhar ji, Namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskar and good morning to all.
Sridhar ji, inflation. Now it has crossed 10% in United Kingdom. It's in fact 10.1%, and looks like they might not choose the person best suited to fight this in their prime ministerial candidacy elections.
Well, I think that either way, the inflation is expected to touch 10% is fine, but they're expected to go to, when I say it's fine, if they're stopping at 10%, it looks, something that on par with another nation called United States, but they're going to inch forward, and by October it's expected to be close to 13%, and there is chaos, and they're also impacted by energy crisis. In response to your thoughts around may not be the right candidate, well, this is always the case in politics. The person best suited often gets left out.
Thank you very much for that crisp response. And United States also is probably going to be hiking its rates and slowing down business further. We already have seen layoffs from Apple, and Google has said there will be bloodbath if you guys don't pick up. That's a message that Sundar Pichai has told the employees in Google. So this, as things stand today, and if the rates go up, then the slowing down is going to further accelerate. Sridharji, play it out for us. Where is inflation today in the United States? Where do you think it's going to peak? And how badly is it going to affect jobs?
I think there's good news on the inflation front. It peaked around 9.1%. It seems to have gone down as at end of July to about 8.7%, primarily as a result of energy prices coming down. We have gone well below $100. It's around $87 a barrel. The benefit has flown primarily, you can see it in the gas pumps. You can see consumer wallets not that badly impacted, but still it's around $4.50 to $5, which is way above where we had typically funded our fuel needs. So that's on the inflation front. But the Fed believes that inflation is still a looming threat in the horizon. So they're going to continue to accelerate the interest rate hikes as per Fed Reserve's statement yesterday, until such time they believe they are in control. Remember, going back to the 2019, 2018, 2017 times, the core inflation before the rate rise came was between 2 and 3%. Okay. Now, for a considerable period of time, as the inflation went past 4%, 5%, 6%, we still kept the rates at 0%, and we are paying the price for it. Now, you set the context by saying people are laying off. I think sometimes, people don't understand, which is namely when the interest rates go up, the cost of capital, that is the cost at which companies borrow money from the banks, automatically goes up. When that does so, it feeds into the cost of unit cost of any product that is produced and delivered to the market. So the cost is going to go up when the cost of credit to an industry goes up. So therefore, only Fed can answer the question as to how they're going to address this on the supply side. This is on the supply side, not on the demand side, supply side of the ledger, when the issue is actually bottlenecks in receiving goods into United States, because United States is a net importer, is not a net exporter. It imports a considerable number of products. So only Almighty knows how they're going to deal with it, and we're going to continue to see more layoffs, and probably unemployment tick more towards the 6% side. Right now is around 4.2.
Sridharji, all it took was one conflict for the clean initiative, climate change initiative, to go and fall in tatters. If you look around the world, there are so many countries now that are all completely dependent on fossil fuel. Some are actually going to coal, which is a much bigger polluter, sir. How did we come to this?
Well, we came into this, what we call as a situation of lunacy, primarily because gas was used as a threat. And when Russia invaded Ukraine, with Russia almost 45% of the energy needs of Europe being supplied and met by Russia. Now, obviously, the Europe responded with bans. And so who would be the alternate supplier to Russia? They came to United States. Lo and behold, what did we do in United States? We began to cut our own supplies, and we began to terminate the leases, not extend the current leases, as well as not give new leases, either for natural gas or for the energy or for the crude. So the net result is United States cannot support this demand. The Middle East cannot, West Asia cannot support the demand. They said that already demand has been taken up. So what do the Europeans do? They've gone back to coal, exactly opposite to what was intended with all these green accord and clean energy and zero carbon emission initiatives. Now look at all the coal exporting countries. South Africa has increased 8-fold. United States is supplying or exporting coal to Europe, Indonesia, Colombia, so Australia, all. In fact, India is also importing coal from very interesting countries, including Venezuela, for meeting its cement and steel manufacturing needs because it is cheap. So what does it do? It goes exactly the opposite way in terms of the clean energy efforts that was being pursued by the world across. And we are putting $350 billion towards this clean energy, while the whole world is going the opposite way. So Sriji, if you recall, you asked me the question, what's going to happen? Well, that's going to go down and go down and go down. How deep it's going to go down and how it's going to bite into the balance sheet of the US budget, we will discuss this on another day.
Thank you very much, Sridharji. And let's take a quick look at Ukraine. Ukraine, now I'm just reading that it is carrying out emergency drills near Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant on the front lines. Now in Ukraine, that's a very dangerous thing unless Ukraine is very sure of its footing, Sridharji.
Well, there's almost, they believe that there's almost an imminent threat to that nuclear plant. And these drills are being conducted basically as what they call as the emergency response. In the event of any radiation leaks, they have to have a mechanism to protect the people. And these drills that are being conducted is not any defensive drills, but to evacuate and protect the people who could be exposed to radiation. Remember the Chernobyl disaster that happened in Russia. Still, we don't have the data as to the consequences of it. They do not want, this is the largest nuclear installation in Europe.
Thank you very much, Sridharji. And with that, our episode 333 comes to a close. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. As always, we'll be back tomorrow at the same time with more such insightful, on point, on focus messages. And thank you very much, Sridharji, once again. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Namaskar. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.